You may or may not buy this analogy. Myxoma virus was used for biocontrol against Australian rabbits, a textbook example of evolution of virulence. We've been trying to put the genetics into this story, and I don't have time to go through that, except to say that strains of the virus. So when they released the virus in the beginning of the 1950s, the virus killed 99% of the rabbits that was in Australia. It then evolved less virulence through time because the lethality was so high that there was a transmission advantage to lower virulent strains. The rabbits then started evolving resistance, and as the rabbits evolved resistance, the virus became more virulent again. We know that because the Australians did very, very excellent experiments with lab rabbits and lab strains of virus. We can see that the resistance has gone up in the rabbits and the virulence has come up again in the virus. We've been phenotyping modern strains of the virus in Penn State. These are the rabbit experiments going on. It's Peter Kerr, who's the key collaborator here in Australia, the last myxomatosis man in Australia surviving, as far as I can tell. We've been taking lines that he's been collecting from the field now and putting them into rabbits. Those strains are now hotter than the original ones that were released. So the original ones released had a 99.9% case fatality rate. These strains have a 99.9% case fatality rate, but they kill them even quicker. And they kill them before they've even developed proper symptoms of myxomatosis. The virus has become extraordinarily hot as measured by putting it into a lab rabbit. Now, you don't see that in the field because the rabbits have become more resistant. So the resistant rabbits have created a virus which is hotter than anything that's been seen before in myxomatosis. When it first happened, it was horrifying. It was carnage in the animal house. They bleed out. So they bleed into ears or legs. It's just very, very scary. And they drop dead very fast. They go from being okay to massive bleeds to dead in a few hours. It's really incredible. This virus has become very, very hot. And what's happened is the rabbits become more resistant. So coevolution led to an increasingly resistant rabbit. And I think that's the same as what happens with vaccination. That you protect the rabbit, the animal, either by genetic enhancement or vaccination or coevolution generates resistance or whatever. As the host becomes more resistant, then the pathogens can become more virulent.